Are you serious? Are you serious? Don Tiplin, you're exactly right. I was hurt by it also. It's not appropriate behavior in a church, in any setting. Certainly not inside the house of God. But I must clarify that it happened not in a church service, but in a political rally, which was under the Reawaken America tour. They rented the Cornerstone Church in San Antonio. They rented it for a one-day event, and in that event, that a chant took place. So really, it was inappropriate. Matter of fact, Pastor John Hagee has since, who wasn't there, by the way, wasn't even there. He has since come forward and said he's condemned the behavior and said, no, this isn't what you do. Okay, but I'm glad you brought it up so that way I could help clarify it. And thank you for that, guys. Okay, yeah, it's serious. Pete Buttigieg or Pete Buttigieg. There's people who are pronouncing it different ways, but he is the Secretary of Transportation, and it looks like he may be, as the rumors are coming out now, he may be the 2024 presidential candidate nominee for the Democrat Party in the year 2024. As it seems like his popularity is rising, and he was maybe even anointed almost this weekend by former President Barack Obama. I'll tell you all about this in a minute. People are asking, can he bring joy back to America? Well, let me just say this. We do have a lot of stuff going on right now that's really stunning, to say the least. But what you could do is get your health back. What? That's right. www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. It's made by BioTrust. And this is a great product because there's no human collagen. No, I would never endorse that. But instead, it is plant, egg, and fish collagen. Thank you. Fish collagen. So it's a great product. There's a 51% discount on it for the Black Friday sale. You can go get it right now at www.healthwithpaul.com. That's www.healthwithpaul.com. All right, so Kamala Harris is really falling right now. Joe Biden's numbers are just collapsing. Biden is down to 38% of America approval. Harris is down, some polls as low as 27%. Even MSNBC and CNN have President Biden only at 41%. So basically, the lowest numbers ever seen in history for the president and the vice president. There's already rumors coming out that Pete Buttigieg may be the man. And if you guys remember, if you've been with me for the last 5-6 years, you guys know I have said this many times. That the next well, really not the next president, because I don't think that. I think he's going to run in 2024. He might even be the Democrat nominee, but I think at some point he does become president of the United States. That's the former mayor of South Bend, Indiana, Pete Buttigieg or Buttigieg. Now, if that's the case, guys, you will be seeing prophecy unfolding right before your very eyes. But let me tell you what's happened. Kamala Harris is in a serious crisis. Her staff is now fighting with President Joe Biden's staff. They say there is a big rift going on right now in the White House as Vice President Harris's approval ratings seem to be plunging further and further. And her top aides are very frustrated with the president for always handing her a no-win crisis to take care of, like the border. She doesn't want that because how does she fix it when the agenda seems to leave everything wide open? Okay, so she's like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. And then she gets handed issue after issue that she seemingly is not qualified for. And so there's a major, it looks like everything is collapsing out of the White House, including the vice president. Now, here's what we do know. It's been cited that the president is defending Pete Buttigieg, who is the Secretary of Transportation, even though Buttigieg has been mocked by Tucker Carlson on Fox News for taking a 12-week parental family leave. And so this is causing a lot of confusion, but people are looking at it. Do you really want Joe Biden, with his horrible record right now, running for re-election in 2024 at the age of 80? Or do you want Harris with the lowest numbers, lower than Dan Quayle? Okay, so you have to start asking yourself, what's going to happen here? And it looks like that President Obama has anointed or put his hand on his shoulder even this weekend at a gathering, almost as if he's anointing Pete Buttigieg or Pete Buttigieg, the former mayor of South Bend, as the potential next nominee. Maybe that's the one. Maybe he's the one. Maybe he is the one. That one. Remember when John McCain said that? Maybe Pete Buttigieg is that one, the chosen one. Well, we'll wait and see what takes place there. But I think that I'm bringing it forward now before it happens. I'm prophesying it to you now, basically, that this guy will probably eventually be president of the United States. I don't think he will be in 2024 at all, but he may have a real chance by the year 2030. Or 2032. I think it's very strong, or maybe even 2028. I don't know, but I would look for him to run in 2024, but not make it. But it looks as if there is a major shift going on in the Democrat Party, and Pete Buttigieg, or Buttigieg, whichever way you want to pronounce his name, the transportation secretary, seems to be getting the nod now, even ahead of the vice president, Kamala Harris. Okay, so let's keep an eye on these things. I'm just putting that out there for you so that you know that I told you, heard it from me first. Now, I have said it before, and I actually said it probably 4 years ago when I seen the former mayor of South Bend's rise, that he may very, very well be chosen. Now, I have a lot of reasons for that, why I can see that, and I'll share that with you on New Apocalypse Watch, on a video I'll do on New Apocalypse Watch, and try to give you a more clear understanding as to why he very well will wind up being president of the United States. Give your life to Jesus Christ, because I tell you, the signs of the last days are everywhere. Are you serious? Are you serious? I think I need a song after that just to help me reflect on what all of this might mean. Okay? Maybe we need to give America back to God.
Right now.
Right now would be a good time. That's right. Right now. Can we give America back to God? Are you serious?
looked around? Have you heard the sound of mama's crying? Or do you turn away when you see the face of the innocent dying? In these darkest days, are you not afraid that it's too late? You gotta get down on your knees, believe, hold your hands and beg and plead. You gotta keep praying. You gotta cry, rain, tears of pain, pound the floor and scream his name, 'cause we're still worth saving. Can't go on like this and live like this. We can't love like this. Give this world back to God. You lost your love, feel like giving up, your heart been broken. Are your kids okay? Do they come home safe? Do you lie there hoping? You can make a wish, you can knock on wood, oh, it won't do you no good. You gotta get down on your knees, believe, hold your hands and beg and plead. You gotta keep on praying. You gotta cry, rain, tears of pain, pound the floor and scream his name, 'cause we're still worth saving.
We need to get back to God. Can't go on like this and live like this. We can't love like this. Give this world back to God. You gotta get down on your knees, believe, fold your hands and beg and plead, and keep on praying.
You gotta cry, rain, tears of pain, pound the floor and scream his name, 'cause we're still worth saving. Can't go on like this and live like this. We can't love like this. You can hope the best,
Make a wish, the only answer is give this world back to God. Oh, give it back. Keep the faith, everybody. Keep praying. There's hope. Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes to the Father but by me. Are you serious? Guys, I'll be back in a little bit with another update and keep you informed of what's going on. Truly living in the last days. Are you saved? Go to my website at paulbegleyprophecy.com. That's paulbegleyprophecy.com. If you don't have your tickets for Armies of the Antichrist, you better hurry, because it's getting crazy. Mark Biltz just signed on. And oh, by the way, besides Mark Biltz just signed on to be one of our speakers for the Armies of the Antichrist, we've got Lieutenant General William Jerry Boykin is going to be in this webinar. Also, the late Dr. Irvin Baxter's son-in-law, Dave Robbins. We have the screenwriter and director of the movie Interview with the Antichrist, Tim Che. We have Lieutenant Colonel David Giamona and Troy Anderson, the Pulitzer Prize nominee journalist. The two of them came together and wrote a book called The Military Guide to Armageddon, which has become a #1 bestseller. Also, the Vatican's Archbishop of Kazakhstan, Athanasius Schneider. Also, Mike from around the world, and Rex Bear. And we just got last week Steve Ciccolone from Melbourne, Australia. Steve Ciccolone. And this morning we just got Pastor Mark Biltz of El Shaddai Ministries. Are you serious? I mean, what a lineup. And we're still not done. I think that this, I don't know. I mean, Heidi has absolutely done a phenomenal job preparing for the Armies of the Antichrist. I'd love for you to get your tickets today. Let me put a link in the chat room right now for you, so that you'll have your tickets ready. Get ahead of the mad rush. I know what's going to happen. It's going to be an absolute mad rush the last week leading up to this unbelievable conference. So find out more about that. Get the link now. Get your tickets now. It's crazy. Oh, by the way, also, I'm going to have a doubleheader this Thursday night. Doubleheader. Pastor Mark Biltz is going to join us Thursday night, along with Mike from around the world, as we'll be talking about the longest blood moon in a 1,200-year period, the longest blood moon over America. What does it mean prophetically? Pastor Mark Biltz will join us Thursday night. We'll start the broadcast at 9:30, just like normal. He's going to be with us for about a half hour, and then Mike from around the world is going to join us. So it's a doubleheader this Thursday night, starting at 9:30 Eastern. Don't miss this one. 9:30 Eastern. Don't miss it, with Pastor Mark Biltz and Mike from around the world. So don't miss that. Get your tickets right now for the Armies of the Antichrist. It's available now. There's the links. You can go to my website. Right on the homepage, it'll say get registered right now, get your ticket, or whatever it says. Right there on the homepage. Click on it. Click it. Get the ticket. Okay. Click it. Get the ticket, and be ready for the greatest assembly of a symbol that Heidi Begley has put together. What a webinar. Listen to this. Pastor Steve Ciccolone of Melbourne, Australia. Rex Bear. Pastor Mark Biltz. Mike from around the world. Pastor Paul Begley, my message, the 10 Kings of Revelation. The Vatican's Archbishop of Kazakhstan, Archbishop Athanasius Schneider. Lieutenant Colonel David Giamona, and Pulitzer Prize nominee Troy Anderson. They are both authors of a #1 bestseller, The Military Guide to Armageddon. Also, the screenwriter and director of the movie Interview with the Antichrist, Tim Che. Also, the late Dr. Irvin Baxter's son-in-law, Dave Robbins, and Lieutenant General William Jerry Boykin. And we're still not done, so get your tickets. This, and also Bart Begley is putting together a feature film documentary on the armies of the Antichrist. God bless all of you. Give your life to Jesus Christ. It's almost over.